Morning everyone. It's Wednesday today, rubbish day. On my way into the shop, we'll be at 7:15. I need some fuel desperately. I've been chancing my gauge a little too long. Oh, nice and cold, 13 degrees. So we got Nissan Elgrand this morning. He's got the fascia, I've got all the wiring harness. We've got to do a head unit fit for him. And then I've got to get wifey's car, her cube down, so I'm not sure whether she's cracked a rim or just the tyre has, like the bead has kind of gone. But she's got air leaking out of an edge of one of the sort of little sections of tyre. What's this clown doing? What are you doing, mate? You're in the middle of the road, you penis. Why don't you learn to drive? Sorry, we're all having a flash car. Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, so she's got a leaky tyre, so I kind of need to get the cube down, undo the tyres. Either one of two things: take them off, reseal them, clean up the edge of the rim. After a while, alloy can corrode and the paint lifts, and that's what causes the air leak, because the bead of the tyre will stick to the paint, not the actual rim. Or yeah, she's cracked the rim, she's hit a pothole and it's split the rim, so I don't know. They are standard Nissan Cube wheels, so they should be fairly robust. Usually it's the aftermarket stuff that tends to crack, or BMW wheels. If you've got run flats, that's like a notorious thing. But you know, cracking a wheel, hit a pothole, the sidewall of the tyre is so stiff that it transfers the impact onto the rim, and then you crack a rim. Rob's always welded them. So yeah, she wants to go and see Grandma in hospital on Thursday, and obviously she can't do the motorway with a, you know, a deflated tyre. It's just dangerous. It's either that or she takes this, but she doesn't like parking this thing. She hasn't driven it yet, actually. She's typical woman, afraid of the height, afraid of the length, afraid of the width, but really it's probably not much difference to the Land Cruiser that we had. And it's got cameras, so she should be alright. Probably easier to park than the Land Cruiser. But just guess where you're going, because your indicators clearly don't work. God, they're all out today. And you're doing 900 mile an hour across roundabouts. Good. Fucking hell. Oh, well, that's alright, at least the idiots are together. Go and crash into each other, then I'll just carry on my way. We need to get some breakfast this morning. Still same subscribers, 2251. I've had some comments in the comment section. I hope you like the toolbox catch up. We did rattle through things, and I probably did get some bits and bobs wrong. Odds and sods, bits and bobs. Yeah, it's very funny, blue. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. But we're going to get to work. Get started on the Nissan. I'll see you in a bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Right then, morning everyone. First thing we got in this morning, an import Elgrand. It's got a whole host of issues. Stereo's popping and banging, won't go to sleep. I'm hoping it's not an issue with the amplifier. That's going to be a problem. You hear it buzzing. It is a Bose system. We've got the Bose leads. He's got his fascia in a Sony. We're going to fit everything else. We'll start taking this one apart. See you in a bit.
Indeed you do. With Indeed Instant Match, we immediately show you candidates whose CVs on Indeed meet your sponsored job description. To start hiring, visit Indeed.com/try today.
There we go everyone. One Sony, one Nissan Elgrand. Microphone's up there, digital area's over there. We've got the USBs in the glove box there. I've neatened up some of the wiring behind the dash because it was a bit funky. But that's it, job done. get this one outside, wait for them to come back for it, take the photo, all finished. Lovely, see you in a bit. Right then everyone, we're done for, what are we at, Wednesday today. I've had the VAGCOM out today trying to code Paul's car for him. Copper guy, he came in. So we've been playing with the Seat Alteca stereo. There is a whole host of issues, funnily enough, with the car and its sound. Nothing, I've tried and tried and tried, I've even put a Key 500 onto it. We've tried coding the stereo to do different things to see if we can open up a more active sound out of the head unit, and we can't. So it's processing, or it's kind of filtering everything 125 hertz upwards, which is not conducive with bass. The key on it works on some tracks. Obviously, if then suddenly the sound starts getting higher, you completely lose all signal. There's no correction for it. There's nothing that can be done to do it. You know, we've tried with the coding, and we can't even get it to accept different things and turn on. We managed to turn on, there was some kind of subwoofer channel that was available. We managed to turn that on, but it then changes the parameter of the rest of the car, so the tweeters work, the mid-range don't. It's a really odd, bizarre little issue. But oh god, he's been trying to read up about it online and see if there's anything he can, you know, fathom. But literally, we can't. It's broke. It's stuck. It doesn't want to play. So I think we're going to be swapping out that head unit, but we need to get a nice infotainment adapter for it, so that we can keep the car's natural functions of its drive, its system, its four-wheel drive, sport mode, you know, all the stuff that goes with the car. We need to retain all of that. But because of the car's age, 2018, the development of that vehicle, I think, falls in amongst the COVID kind of parameter, the brake that we had, which means there's nothing available for it yet. So I'm hoping that the guys at Connect 2 are gonna get on the wick and reverse engineer some parts for that car, lickety split, and then we can have him back in and give him some proper sounds. But for now, unfortunately, the sub is a no-go. Just doesn't work right. Frustrating. Anyway, that's the end of today. There wasn't much filming because I had to nip out. Wifey had a puncture, so I had to go and get the car, get the tyre fixed, give it back to her, then come back to work and yeah, do other stuff. So we've not done much today, but that's it. I'll see you all tomorrow morning, Thursday. Bye. Morning everyone. So we are at it on a Thursday. Got the girls with me today. They're helping me do some more tidying up. First one in this morning is a bus, VW. He's going to sell this thing, but we need to sort out some stereo problems. So radio is flashing on and off. I've got an amplifier down in there. I've got speakers and subs in the back. Crossovers inside the door cards. So we got box section, a subwoofer, tweeters and stuff over there, mid-range tweeter up there, but nothing's working. It's all turning off and turning on again. Looks like a wiring fault, but we're possibly changing out this head unit and sorting out the cabling. He's trying to sell this vehicle, obviously, and a stereo that's kind of falling apart and half in, half out, obviously is not going to go well. So we need to kind of freshen this thing up, make it safe and working, and not doing that. Right, fun time, see you in a bit. Right then, so we've got so far with this thing. I've done a bit of a rewire on it. We've cleaned up all the cables that are just kind of causing a problem, shall we say. They're not really doing much, they just look unsightly. The guy wants obviously to sell this vehicle. The problem is as if there's questionable wiring. Being a camper, he's never going to sell it. People are always going to open the bonnet and look at it and go, what's wrong with that, mate? So it needed addressing. So what we've done, we've cut out all the crap. We've got rid of the old amplifier. We've put in a Pioneer DA160. We've rewired the dash in here. We fitted things properly, so DAB aerial microphone is here, now not here. Obviously if the person's small, they're going to slide the seat forward. The head's going to be here, they're talking that way. It's going to sound like a million miles away. So we've got speakers checked and tested. We've got 4 of them working. I've disconnected the sub amp. We're not going to have that working because there's no point. And there we go. So all in, working, 4 speakers in the front, in the back, just what he needs to do. It's enough to sell it, and we've got rid of all the junk. So that's this one done. Now I'm going to persuade my little uns to come and do some work. Just his other tooth just fell out. I just rephrase that. I want them to do some work. I did not just knock her tooth out, it fell out. I forget when teeth were that small. Bless her. Anyway, on with some work, see you in a bit. T5's been picked up, job's done. But the flying ants are out, so I'm just going to close the windows. We're going to shut up shop and get home before we get eaten by the seagulls. Till then, have a good weekend. If you're out tonight, stay safe. See you Saturday.